So my name's Jasmine. I am the lead admin and I'm over the online location. And today we'll be going over your online training. So we mainly use Zoom as our main software. We've found that Zoom is the most effective, it has the least problems, and after COVID, pretty much every student will understand how to use Zoom. Um, so first what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you create a free Zoom account. So in any search engine, search Zoom create account, and the first option that pops up should be from zoom.us, the sign up free. Go ahead and select that. It will then prompt you to fill in some questions to create your account. It will then open up your Zoom account on a separate window. Make sure you scroll all the way down and download Zoom. You'll see this kind of icon here. While you're waiting for that to download, you can feel free to move on. But at this point, I'll have you pause the video and have you download Zoom. And if you do need any help, please call us. It's important we get this figured out before your first lesson. Awesome. So Zooms have different permissions based on what kind of account you have. So with a free version of Zoom, it allows minutes that will last up to 40 minutes long. Now, more often than not, most of our lessons are only 30 minutes, but sometimes we do makeup lessons or a student will opt to take longer lessons. These lessons can take up to 60 minutes. So if you need a longer lesson time, you can let an admin know and we can upgrade it. Or you and your student can also log off and then log back into the Zoom account using the same buttons. And I'll show you what the student's view looks like as well. So once you create your account, I'll have you go to settings and meetings and then personal room. That's what that side looks like. Then I will have you copy the invite link and that will save it to your clipboard. You'll need that, so make sure you don't copy anything else. And then go ahead and click edit and change your passcode to something fun and music related. Something like lesson or just music. Mine's piano with a capital P. When you go into your lesson and in your Zoom meeting, you want to make sure you always use a personal room. Don't schedule a recurring meeting. So when you do go to join your lesson on the app that you have downloaded, whether that be on your phone or your computer, there's a little orange button icon with a video icon there. Go ahead and click that and that will open up your personal meeting room for both you and the student. At this point, please pause the video, copy your invite link and send that and your passcode to the admins. You should already have our email by now. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to go over original sound for musicians and a couple of other settings that Zoom has. So Zoom has an auto background sound dampener that enables anytime you join a meeting. So what original sound for musician does is it turns that setting off. That way you can hear what your student playing and your student can hear what you're playing. It's important. Every meeting, you need to turn this on, both you and your student. If you can't hear your student, they don't have original sound for musicians on. If your student can't hear you, you don't have it on. So I'll have you open up the Zoom app and then select that settings cogwheel that's right there. Go to audio and then scroll down just a little bit and it's underneath audio profile. Each computer is a little different, so mess around with these bottom 3 settings and figure out what works best for you. I found that those 2 settings work best for my computer, but like I said, it's a little different for everybody else. Once you turn original sound on the first time, it then makes this toggle show up and you can just click that. These are not recurring settings, so you do have to turn them on every meeting. But you don't have to go through settings every meeting. So this is what it looks like on a phone or a tablet. open up the Zoom app, go to More. That then brings you to Settings. Scroll down just a little bit to Audio, and then click Original Sound. And the toggle will also show up for iPhone or tablet as well. If you're not seeing these settings, make sure they have Zoom downloaded and are using the app. Also, some Chromebooks or school devices just don't allow these settings. So make sure you have a backup plan or a device ready. If you're still having issues, you can ask the student to download the app, schedule a test call with an admin before your next lesson, or use a different device for the next meeting. Also, microphones. We recommend this one microphone for Amazon. We found it's really good and it picks up pretty much every frequency you'll need. But if you need to switch your microphone while in settings or in a meeting, select this audio arrow and switch the microphone to the desired selection. Mine's just microphone array. Okay. At this point, I'll pause the video. Go ahead and turn those settings on. That way you get that toggle and you understand how to do it for the microphone. Awesome. Okay. Sometimes technical issues are unavoidable. So make sure you have a backup plan ready. For audio video, you can make sure original sound from musician is on. I have a backup device ready at any moment. I can use my phone. Pre-recorded demonstrations on YouTube are awesome. They also allow your student to be played back at any speed that they want, which is really nice. Having a backup lesson plan is always important as well, since you never know what might happen, or if you or your student goes off on a tangent, you need to be able to flip switches really quick. Google Meet is also a really good option. You can also use FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, Marco Polo, basically any video software. Now, Opus and Admins. Opus is our website, basically, that we use for everything. You'll become really acquainted with this. Let's see. So here's what you need to tell our admins. You can email this to us and we'll get it. So we need your availability, a name, and a professional picture, preferably with your instrument. But if it's a little bit of a bigger instrument, it's okay if it's not. We do like having your face in it, though. A quick bio that just kind of goes over your experience, your qualifications, and what kind of lessons you want to teach, like what you want to give to your student. That's my bio. You can kind of copy that and edit it to you. And then again, make sure you send us your personal Zoom link and password. So this is what your account will look like on the computer. You'll see your test account, your picture, and then you want to make sure that your calendar is shrunken so that you see the expand button. This will show all of your clients and your upcoming schedule. And then I'll have you go in and edit your account, that little pencil button. You can put in your name, your last name, anything else that you might need. We do need your email address and your phone number. And we like having a birthday too. And then here is also where you'll put in your personal Zoom link. And then you can just double check your available hours and unavailable hours. At this point, feel free to pause the video, go edit your account, make sure you have Opus downloaded as an actual app on Opus as an actual app on your phone. And yeah. Awesome. So who to tell? These are the emergency numbers. Feel free, please do save these to your phone. You can contact these numbers at any time if anything happens. If you need to change something, you can let these people know. Awesome. So, students, these are the people who pay your bills, which is awesome. Okay, so this is how your student can join your lesson. Keep in mind, You do not need to send a link every week. The way I show you is how the students can log in, and it automatically links the Join Online button to your personal meeting room. Again, you do not need to send a link every week. That can just complicate things and make it a little bit more hectic. Also, sometimes you'll have back-to-back students and you won't have time to send a new meeting link. So here's what the student's account will look like. They'll see any comments you leave here, like any lesson notes. They'll see any credits, their account and picture and stuff. And here you'll see this Join Online button. This Join Online button will activate 15 minutes before the start of their lesson time. And they can click that and then be put in your personal waiting room until you allow them to enter your personal meeting room. Now, this is how you take notes and take attendance for your student. So on the computer, you'll select the correct day, and on the phone, you'll click Update on Computer. On the phone, you'll just click Update, and on the computer, you can just click on the lesson. You'll then click Take Attendance and fill out the areas. And so you'll want to make sure you click Attended or No-Show. And here you can write whichever notes you have. This is pretty much what I write for a trial lesson. And then once done, you can select this post message right down there in the bottom. Clients can see these notes under comments where I showed you previously. If a student does not join within 5 minutes of the start of their lesson, give them a call. Give their parent a call, text them, whatever you need to do to try to get them to join their lesson. As I said before, Zoom has time limits on their accounts. And again, sometimes you'll have reoccurring students, like consecutive students, one after the other. So you won't have time to go over your planned lesson time. I'll show you where to see the student's info in just a minute. Here's where to find the student info. So this is on your account. You'll see the upcoming schedule, upcoming events, and then your clients. Here you'll select which client you want to see, click the client info, and then you can either email or message them. On the phone, it's a little different. It's all vertical, but just scroll down and you'll see your clients there. This is really important. Please let any admins know about any correspondence between you and your students, especially when it pertains to scheduling. We don't want you to miss something. We don't want the parent to miss something. We don't want any miscommunication to happen. And the admins are there to help you. They're here to make your job easier so you don't have to worry about the nitty-gritty. So let the admins know about anything, especially if it's important to your schedule or to the student. And then here's some other tips and things to know. So again, take use of Opus. It's really nice. Once you figure out how to use it, it's one of the best tools you'll have when teaching. So you can type the notes into Opus and hit submit. You can even attach other PDFs or other resources. You can do that if you click here, attach files or any links if you want to link a YouTube video in there. You can also use Autopilot or some other type of AI extensions. They'll record the meetings and then automatically take notes for you. Then you can have it email it to your email, or if your student has one of these assistants, they'll email it to the student's email. And it's really nice, especially for parents, if they want to know what you're teaching and be up to date. That's really nice. You can find some other fun apps online that you can use when you want to change things up, like if a student's losing interest a little bit, or you just want to have some fun. You can share the screen and play music-themed games like Staff Wars or Scribbly.io, which is basically just Pictionary, but you can select which words you want to go in there, which is really nice. So you can do like Z-scale or something like that. You can use the tools your meeting app gives you. Zoom has a whiteboard function that's great when you need to draw something out. Marco Polo is a really underrated app. Um, it only gives you one chance to record what you want to do or say, so it's really good at mimicking the kind of stress you'll have when you perform. It also works if you want to get over those performance jitters. And then if you have any other apps that you find add value to the lesson, let the admin know. Because we want to tell all the other teachers too. We want to help everybody grow and learn as teachers and students. All right, that pretty much covers it. Now go make sure you take the online video lesson training quiz, and that should have been emailed to you, and complete the quiz to finish your training. And then someone will contact you to go over your results. So thanks.